question today is the white beauty standard and how has it affected black women and how to personally.
My opinion is that black women, they're beautiful, yeah? I've always thought so, but the only thing, the only point I was making is that I think when black women saw their natural beauty in their natural state, that's when they really shine. But when they hide it, when they hide their appearance, their features, their hair, hair is a woman's beauty. They're not really revealing who they really are. They're not revealing their true beauty. Even if you listen to Maya Angelou, she says, you probably don't. The thing is, Maya Angelou says, a woman's hair is her glory. Don't hide it. Show it to the world. Reveal it. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. To be honest, I don't even have to be telling you guys this. I don't know you. Like, I'm not here to patronize you, but it's something I'll tell my daughter, I'll tell my sisters, I'll tell my cousins, like people I care about. So, show who they really are. Like, embrace themselves. So.
But do you feel like we don't?
Nah, not all of them.
Okay.
Not the majority of them.
I hear what you're saying, and I genuinely agree with what you're saying. Like, when I see little kids with like the natural hair, I enjoy that. I like parents who do that with their kids. I tell them their hair is great, and then not tell them like it's better or whatever. However, we're talking about the Western beauty standard, and we've been taught that white is better. And living in the West, it's affected like the entire world because.
I agree.
Black women wearing wigs is not just happening in the West, it's happening in Africa as well. It's because there's a $1 billion like corporation that's like based on telling black women that hair is not good enough. So yeah, I hear you, like women like black women are beautiful as they are. That's nice, but you have to think of this is hundreds of years of systematic being systematically told your hair is not good enough. You can't just like wake up one day and be like. But the thing, you think it can, but like you start to believe in it as well. And then the thing is, like, it's not just white people saying it because of like how the whole thing is set up. But other black people will tell you, that's why there's good hair, bad hair. Like, but that comes from black people themselves being like, older black women telling you, your hair is not good or something, or like
encouraging you to relax your hair or texturize your hair. It looks. Rough.
Yeah, and like, the thing is like
making money off it too.
To be like, I think you guys are beautiful, but like, I want to believe you, and I do believe you, but at the same time,
do you? Like, do you really believe me?
Yes, I really do believe. Like, if someone's like, I think your natural hair is beautiful, I believe it. However, it's like this. Like, I grew up with it. People tell it like the little things, where it's just got me to a point where it's just kind of like, is my hair good enough though?
I definitely hear what you're saying. That is a factor. Like a lot of black women are where you are or have been where you are. So, I can sympathise. I can understand. The thing is, I think my question to you is, what are you going to do? Are you going to let it? Are you going to roll in, the negativity that you face in your life, and roll in the comments you've had, or are you going to move on from it and find a way to love yourself? Because
say for instance you have a wig that's I don't know, let's say 3 or 4C or whatever, that is like more typically to is that still very impractical?
It's still very impractical. It's the same texture. Like, why would I?
I think it depends. I think one problem that a lot of black girls have is that, depending on how you've been raised, like some girls don't even know their hair texture. Like as soon as they were born, like their hair was relaxed or was in braids.
It's true.
So I feel like this whole natural hair movement of like teaching girls how to nourish their hair is so important, because a lot of girls just don't know how to look after their hair, and so I think that's what a lot of it comes down to actually. The fact I spoke about not to like stigmatize black men, but I think sometimes we assume that the black experience is homogenous. Like black men and black women can live quite different lives. Like the way like the hierarchical structures work, black men and black women don't have to live in the same skin, they don't have the same lived experiences. So I think, not saying that you're this kind of black man, but I think it's very dangerous when black men are kind of slandering black women because they don't wear their hair a particular way. Of course, you don't have to live in that skin. Black girls are told from very early on that they take up too much space. When Ben can't see the board because you've got bunches, like black girls, that tells you a lot. Like from a very early age, from 5-6 years old, that tells you a lot about your space and how you fit into this white dominated world. Precisely. So what I'm saying is, from what black men need to do, as well as like our own sisters, is understand that it is a process. Like learning to love your hair, learning to deal with your hair. And a lot of us love our hair. I mean, why would we not love our hair? Like, it's actually magical. Yeah, no, some people don't, but a lot of us do. And to assume that we don't is problematic.
That is not true. It's not that they don't love their hair. Like she said earlier, like a lot of people don't know how to look after their hair. They genuinely don't.
There's YouTube. There's
Yes, but we don't have the same.
No, but that's the thing. You're just assuming if we're talking about Western like like them imposing their styles of hair on us, right? And then you relaxing like your kids' hair and stuff like that. When it comes down to it, you're only just thinking about the UK and just being like, right. So or no, because that's not true. There's not a large majority. The small minority of black women that genuinely come out and say, I hate my hair. There goes propaganda looking at them, and they are supposed to be like, all black men, not all black men, but black men look at that and go, see, that's what I was trying to, no, that's not true, because there are black women, like, we don't all come out being like, oh, I hate my hair. No, just because you see a weave on my head don't mean that I don't like my hair.
They're not going to say they hate their hair. Some of them are hating it, they don't even know why they're hating it, or they don't even know themselves that they hate their hair.
YouTube, like just look for YouTube, but like when you look about the people who are at the forefront of the natural hair movement, the people with like 3C hair. 3C hair.
Not really.
Well,
I've tried to look
I've seen
like-
there's so much variety. I've got sisters, you know. My sister watches a whole bag of YouTube channels. Yeah, there's different variety. If you've got 4C hair, go to the girl that's got
They are
4C hair.
not, but they're not.
If you got 3C,
It's not,
go to the girls
but
got
it's not
3C.
easy for me to find because if I say it's like
Exactly.
natural hair,
But even
like
look
on
at-
YouTube, like just natural hair, most of what I'm seeing is like 3C hair. So I'm just kind of like,
And a lot of the
I know what you mean. I know what you
a lot
mean,
of the
but that's not all there
successful
is.
ones that are pushed by media, like no offense or anything like that, they are light skin, pretty, ringlet hair. That's not
Yeah,
my
I know.
hair. I'm not mixed with ABC. I'm mixed with Bantu and Africa. It is hard.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with that, though.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that, and I know how to look after my hair because of the way that I was raised. My mom knows how to look after my hair. But that's what I'm saying. Like, what you need to understand, the forefront, as in what a lot of people see, and I know you see it. Like a lot of the YouTube people that are advertised, promoted, sponsored, do not look like me. I don't have this.
Quick question. Say for instance when it comes to like the wig situation or like whatever sort of like external hair that you're putting onto your head, I rarely ever see like any other cultures having 4C wigs, 3C wigs or black people in terms of their texture. Why is that racist? First of all,
That's cultural appropriation, my G.
First of all, there's a difference between the texture of hair and the hairstyle. If you say, oh, braids, everyone will say, oh, that's just a hairstyle. I want to have braids, or I want to have whatever it is I want to have.
We
But
do get braids fixed.
Yeah.
No, that is actually a
But you're saying
trend.
that it's not used by white people or any other
But yeah, in terms of hairstyles, I feel like that's a lot more. You can. It's not necessarily as like race
hair
based.
texture, like someone like
Yeah, but then-
if someone like a white woman were to come with that,
Yeah, is that
hair
hair? Is that
texture,
you said that makes her racist? But then
no, but that's natural. We're saying like a wig or a weave. If they were to genuinely just come out in like a wig, it's just awkward to watch.
But the
Like,
thing is, black women have or like wear weave that are other racist texture, but it's not that way around. And you're saying that, I understand you saying that you do love your hair, etc. But what we're seeing doesn't necessarily represent that. And that's the thing is, I understand you can feel like you do, but in terms of actually doing it, I feel like those are two different things. And I personally feel like maybe as a man, maybe it's different because I'm not a woman, I can't say. But as a man looking in, I kind of agree with him to some extent that it doesn't. What I'm seeing doesn't represent that at all. It's like someone saying, yeah, I love my hair, and you go and put on a weave straight away. You go and put on a weave, and I never see you with your natural hair. I never see you any sort of representation of you actually loving your hair. You can say it, but saying and doing are two different things.
Just to interject, it's not just the wig and the weave. It's the look of it. Why does it have to look European? Why does it have to be straightened? Why can't it be? Hold on. Why can't it be like your own texture hair that grows out of your own head? Like, and the thing is, let me flip the script now. What if the majority of women of other races that you see on the street today, say you walk out of here today, yeah, and you see a bunch of Asian women, white women, Brazilian women, you name it. Most of them are wearing wigs that are like this kind of texture, yeah? What would you think? Would you not think that's the hair they wish they had? Yeah, and you see them playing with it and and you start to see more of them have the wigs on their head that's nothing close to their own hair texture. They admire their own hair, that's why they don't wear our wigs. We admire their hair, that's why we wear their wigs.
No.
Think about that.
That's because of simulation.
Yeah, but why are you letting the assimilation run your life? You have a mind of your own.
Well, black people are not thriving in this world.
Okay,
because
sorry,
it's
can I
systematic.
interject? Can I interject? Because I'm
Life and I still manage to wear my hair out most of the time every day. I've made myself do that. The main reason why, I'm not trying to attack any of you for doing what you do. I understand your reasoning. I understand why you choose to wear your hair the way you wear it. But it's not impossible to reverse all of that and actually leave your house looking like me every day. It's not impossible. It is about learning your hair. YouTube is a very useful tool to watching all these different videos. That's how I learn. But at the end of the day, you kind of end up weaning yourself off and you just learn your own hair and what it needs, and you just figure it out for yourself, and then eventually you learn a routine that's condensed into a smaller time that takes less time, and then you can just go about your day. Like, it doesn't have to be as difficult as what you think it is. If you really put the time and the effort into learning how to do it, you can just have your normal life and wear your hair out as normal. It doesn't have to be hidden behind wigs or weaves or any of that. It really doesn't. Most of the time, okay, I stopped relaxing my hair maybe for almost 5 years ago now. You believe in God, yeah. You believe in His creations, right? Why are you hiding what He created?
What about those people that are still on that journey that you've just spoken about?
Is it a case of like scrap the journey and just go natural? But what about the people like Elizabeth who have cut their hair and they're in the
people
process,
that don't actually have edges on
but
their
they don't feel
Do you not feel like putting all of this strain on your hair? Hiding your hair in wigs and weaves is not helping your hair.
But because underneath the hair is cane braid.
Can I ask you a couple?
And that's no. But if you're getting your hair done properly, underneath whatever's going on is cane braid. Yeah, your hair's cane braid.
They throw on the wig every day of their life. Wait there. Underneath the wig, underneath the wig, the hair looks like a carpet. How is that being taken? How is that being taken?
And look at how you describe their hair. That's been like
Can I interject? They're not taking care of it. They neglect it year in, year out. They neglect it.
Okay, there is a line between being clean.
Yeah, that's
Even there's hygiene. That's hygiene.
But I know I've seen it a lot of times.
if you own, no, I'm sorry. Wait, pause. See, if you have something like your hair, everyone knows you need to wash your hair like you wash your skin. Like, I'm sorry.
Maybe they wash it. Maybe they wash it, but they don't take care of it. It's not moisturized.
Then just assume because you wear a wig, your hair looks like carpet. Don't do that.
I'm not saying maybe you're saying you can't approach it in that manner. Does your hair have to be a certain length before you can actually wear it out?
I feel like.
And second question, in terms of the males in our society, because even by some of the dialogue you just said, it almost sounded like a blaming or like an accusation. So the root of the problem, generally speaking, doesn't come from our people. It comes from society, colonialism, whatever you want to call it, white supremacy, whatever. And a lot of the time, I can almost imagine you girls might have gone through this. You get a lot of black men who will ridicule, shame, just abuse black women in terms of understanding. It's just like, why are you doing this? So do you think like we play a massive part, and what do you have to say about it?
If it's a case of like naturality, stop getting shape-ups. Use your natural born hairline. Just do that. Stop shaving your beard. Let it go.
That's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
Not the same thing,
Because you're altering.
That's like me saying don't do your
No,
eyebrows.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's altering the natural. You're altering.
It's keeping it in line. It's keeping it in line.
Who does it need to be in line?
Maintaining it.
Who said that it needs to be in line in order for it to be?
You don't want to look like a bum.
Okay, so what about us? So if my hair has only just started growing, hold on.
Like a bum.
Why would you say that having a natural hairline makes you look like a bum?
Because
It's your
it's not
natural,
neat.
it's what God gave you.
It's not neat. If
Why
I
is
come
it
with my
not
hair
neat?
rigid and it's all unkept and stuff, that's not neat.
I don't actually agree with that. Again, it kind of comes to the point about whether you wash your skin or etc. That's just more grooming rather than altering. So say for instance you're texturizing your hair, that's
But
altering.
when we wear wigs, we still have our natural hair. We still camber it. We're not altering. We're not even doing anything to it. All we're doing is just putting something on top
That's
of our
changing your
hair.
entire look. That's altering your whole look.
Yeah, but so are you though when
No, I'm
you
not.
get your shape up.
I'm not texturizing.
You weren't born with that shape up,
I'm
were
not
you?
putting a wig on my head. I'm not putting a hat on my head. I'm maintaining my natural hair. Like I don't do no texturizing, none of nonsense.
What I'm basically comparing it to is your whole thing about keeping it natural. It's all like how long does it take until you're personally comfortable with it? It's the same difference as how long will it take for you to get a shape up, like until your natural hairline starts to do higgery hags, then you need to come back and look neat.
That's why every 2 weeks we end up wearing a barber shop.
But what I'm saying is, it's personal opinion. Like someone needs that personal length. My lady it took a year for her to be like, okay, now I'm gonna take my wigs off, take my braids off, and I'm gonna just rock it out, and it's gonna grow. Other people, it might take them 3 years for that length to hit. A black woman's hair does not grow.
But for me, it wasn't necessarily about length. It was just about knowing what I'm doing in terms of taking care of it.
I've started to understand what to do for my hair.
Everyone else is different though.
Well, yeah, of course, everyone else is different, but the point is, it's like you were saying earlier, we're not seeing any evidence that you are embracing your natural look when you're constantly hiding it behind wigs and weaves that are straight.
But then would you say the same for braids then?
Braids is more of a style. To me, I don't feel like this is more a style. This is literally just hiding what you were given. Braids is a hairstyle, and it comes off every couple of months, and that's it. With the straight hair, the straight weaves, it's literally what you are presenting to the world every day of the year.
So there's a difference between style and texture, basically.
But
Do we agree with that?
You need to see the evidence. Do you know what I mean? Because if someone's saying, if someone's saying to you that they love their hair,
what are you teaching
no, but all I'm saying, if someone saying that they personally, no, I totally agree with that. Like I grew up with a mum who's got locks down to her feet, so from very early on, like that's kind of what my aspiration was. However, I'm saying if somebody is saying that they love their hair and they right now the best way for them to protect it is for them to put cameras on and put a wig on, that's easy for them, then who is anybody else to say that they don't love their hair? Do you know what I mean? On a real though, like a lot of people put wigs or weaves on to protect their hair because underneath their hair is in cameras, and that's like one of the best hairstyles.
What are you protecting it from? Like I don't even understand this protective styling thing.
Protect it in the winter, from the weather. I understand that. But you can do your own hair in protective style.
Yeah, but just to reduce manipulation, like having your hands in your hair.